I'm Jennifer Shum. Well, April is the new March break for teachers and students in Ontario. The province is postponing spring break until the week of April 12th in an effort to curb the spread of COVID-19.
At this time, it is critical that we continue to prioritize the health and safety of students, staff, and their families so that we can continue with the safe return to in-person learning. Postponing March break, not canceling it, is an important way that schools can help to limit community transmission. We recognize that congregation is a key driver of the spread of COVID-19, something we realized over the winter break, and we will not take that risk again with your child, with our staff, with Ontario families.
We did consult with our public health measures table, and there's a number of things that are moving at the same time, so we want to be cautious. We want everybody back in school. That's been one of our initiatives, and hopefully we're planning by Tuesday, we'll have the students in class back again throughout the province. And as Mr. Lecce has alluded to, we want to get them in the school and keep them there and keep it safe.
And CP24's Beatrice Baseman has more on the reasons for this decision to push March break back. And Beatrice, we know that many of the teachers' unions are not happy with this outcome.
All of them, in fact, Jen, putting together a letter, putting that out on a media release this afternoon. And let's dig right in. I've got Sam Hammond. He's the president of the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, joining me now live by Skype. Sam, thanks for your time this afternoon.
Oh, my pleasure, Beatrice.
What do you make of this? March break now moved to April break, so April 12th to 16th. Kids, along with staff, teachers, educators of all stripes, are going to have a week off. What do you think?
Well, what this minister did today was publicly confirm that he completely disregarded the advice from every key education stakeholder in this province, who advised him unanimously to maintain March break because of the concerns around the mental wellness, mental health of members, students, and parents in this province.
We heard from the minister that on February 2nd, consultations happened with stakeholders like your union and other unions across the province. What were those consultations like, Sam? What was the discourse, and how deep did it go?
Well, you know, I think the minister and I have a very different understanding of consultations, because in fact what the government did was to say here are the four options, and as I said, everyone involved in that call with the Deputy Minister of Education very quickly and unanimously advises government not to cancel or postpone March break, which he's done.
You mentioned there were four options in total. What were the other options, Sam? And was there any other option that your union was willing to at least consider beyond keeping March break the way it was supposed to be the week of the 15th?
You know, all of the key education stakeholders I'm talking about are really in touch with and aware of the realities in classrooms and schools, whether it's in class or virtually, across this province. And there was no option for any of us in terms of the need, frankly, for March break to continue as it was, for all of the reasons that I've stated.
I don't doubt by any stretch of the imagination that teachers are burnt out, Sam. We've seen them. I've seen their messages on Twitter, many saying they've never worked as hard in any year of their career like they have this year with virtual learning and in-class learning combined. But with that said, there are medical experts, and one who I spoke to at Scarborough Health Network today who said kids need routine. They need to be back in class. Like in Toronto, they won't be back until next week. They need to be back in class for now, and then possibly going into March break later in the semester, and that's what the province has decided. What do you say to that, to the fact that some experts are saying kids needed to be back in class right now and not having March break?
Yeah, you know, they need a break, quite frankly, and students across this province, as you said, next week in all of the three major school boards will all be back in class. and they'll be taking part in those routines and should have been up until March break. To use, from my perspective, to use that rationale, you should never have a break, not even postponed into April. So yes, there's great value in routines, but there's also great value in having downtime, time to regroup, re-energize, and spend with family away from the complexities of trying to teach in this unprecedented time.
Sam Hammond, president of ETFO, thanks so much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.